Here we are.
Here we are.
We're on the stage now. Jody, how good is that?
This is excellent. I'm very glad to be here with you, Cindy.
I'm happy to be here with you, Jody, and with our entire audience. We have a whole crowd out there.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you say? Are we going to play some tunes?
Well, gosh,
I think we should, right?
I
Hold on.
hope
Give me,
so.
give me just half a second. I want to just
Let me
adjust this a
introduce
little
the
bit.
first tune, okay?
Why don't you introduce the first tune while I mess
All
with
right.
this a little bit?
So, Cindy and I have been playing almost every night. It's really great. And Cindy, you've been a fine partner in this endeavor. It's just been totally fun.
It has been fun.
Yeah. And I'm waiting for a confirmation from you, Janie, that everything is good.
You don't
But
need a confirmation
well,
from
I
you, Janie. We are good. Trust me.
That's what you keep saying.
There's a long delay today, Jody.
Okay.
It's okay.
Don't worry about it, Cindy. I want to play a tune that I wrote, inspired by this incredible hurdy-gurdy player. You know hurdy-gurdy? It's sort of like a bagpipe with strings kind of thing. His name was Pierre Imbert, and that's what the tune is called. And he played with this French band called Lojai, Lojai. Incredible band. You can hear them on YouTube, even though they haven't played any records for 25 years. Anyway, I got to play with him on a number of New York gigs in the 80s. Unfortunately, it's included in my tune book, Feet in the Clouds. And so here it is for your listening pleasure, Pierre Imbert. Ready?
Pierre.
Are you ready, Cindy?
Imbert. Yeah, well, I'm almost ready. Hold on a
Well,
sec.
get ready.
Oh, it just did something weird to me. Okay, there we go. Now I'm ready. Yes,
Now you're
yes, I'm ready.
All right.
Let's do it.
Ready? Here we go.
fun. And as somebody commented in the chat, like, yeah, you're in Brooklyn, I'm in Pittsburgh, and we still managed to make that work. What happened? I guess you had some kind of a glitch there, huh? Was that what it was?
Oh, I had to resync because I was sounding horribly distorted.
Oh, I see. Okay. I didn't catch that. It didn't sound distorted to me, but hey, it's all
Well,
right. I think we did good there, Jody.
I think, and we should move right along,
We
Cindy,
should
because
move right
we want to play
along.
"Waiting for the Boatsman," don't we?
We do want to play Waiting for the Boatsman.
Yeah, we do.
Let's do that.
By the way, yeah.
By the way,
But no, no. By the way, nothing.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to introduce this tune?
Waiting for the Boatsman. Yeah. So this is a tune that I don't know where you got it, but I know where I got it. I got it from Melvin Wine, and I believe he got it from his dad. Melvin was an old West Virginia fiddler. He was already in his late 80s when I first met him in the late 90s, I guess it was. I told Jody the other day he was the first person who actually noticed that I was playing the fiddle and made me play fiddle when I played with him instead of autoharp, which was actually kind of cool. So this was one of the tunes he liked and played a lot, and yeah, we're gonna take a shot at it and see if we can make it do this whole thing. Here we go.
Yeah.
So this is are we playing this in D? I forget.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're playing it in D.
Okay, good. Just checking. Yes. Ready?
Start us off, Cindy.
I love the way he sounds on concertina.
I love the way you sound on autoharp.
I haven't played it yet.
Lay it on us, Cindy. One more. Oh well.
That
Great.
worked. I like that.
Great. great tune. Well, you know, I have a CD that I made with Luke Richardson back when people actually made CDs.
Yes.
And it's called Waiting for the Boatsman. And he taught me that tune. And I don't think he got it from Melvin, but I think he probably got it from
It's
some.
real popular in West Virginia because Melvin played it and everybody played with Melvin. Melvin was at every festival. He was at every festival. It was
Right.
kind of great. He had this he had a problem with his back, so he used to carry around this tall stool, or somebody would carry it for him, and he set himself kind of in this really weird way on his stool to kind of prop up his back, and he'd just play. He'd like set himself down anywhere, and people would kind of come around, and anybody who wanted to play with him, especially young people. There's this gorgeous painting of him with a young girl, looking up at him, and she's playing her fiddle, and he's playing his. It's kind of great.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, it's really kind of a well known portrait. All
Well,
right, let's see. What do we got next?
I got a song.
You got a song?
Yeah.
Jody,
I
play us a
don't
song.
usually. This one I did right. Um, and it's called Multitasking Daddy.
I love
actually
this song.
am a daddy. I have a son who's 26 years old, but back when he was little, you put the kid in the car seat
Of course.
in the back of the car, and he was a terrible backseat driver at that age. He would give me advice all the time. He said, that's a red light, Daddy." Well, anyway, we were going over the Verrazano Bridge, which is, it goes across New York Harbor. It's like one of the 7 wonders of the world, or at least one of the 30 wonders of the world. It's a pretty amazing bridge. And you're way up in the air, and you look down, you see those big tankers, little tiny boats. They look like little tiny boats. And I pointed that out to Zachary. I said, look at the water. There's lots of gigantic boats that look small because they're so far away. And he said, "Daddy, keep driving straight. Don't turn." I said, "Okay, I'll keep driving straight." Anyway, so I was driving a number of years later. I was driving to Augusta, which is a long way from Brooklyn. For the Heritage Center, they had a Family Week thing for a couple of years.
Oh yeah, it was great.
I was on staff for that, and on the way I started writing this song because, well, it was apropos, and it goes like this. "Oh dear Daddy dear, take care when you're traveling. Come home safe and sound to Mommy and to me. Won't you pull off the road when you're talking on your cell phone? We want to remain a 2-parent family. So when you're driving down the road, Daddy, just sing me a song. Get where you're going alive. Keep your eyes on the road and both hands upon the wheel. Please don't play your concertina when you drive." I have done that, actually. Not recommended. Keep your eyes on the road and both hands upon the wheel. Please don't play your concertina when you drive. Well, I used to comb my hair while looking in the rearview mirror. Take a bite of my big whopper while steering with my knee. I'd be flossing my teeth doing 80 miles an hour while passing that big old SUV. So when you're driving down the road, Daddy, just sing me a song. Get where you're going alive. Keep your eyes on the road and both hands upon the wheel. Please don't play that concertina when you drive. Harmonica is fun for one-handed driving. It's even more entertaining than my portable DVD. Remember those? Haven't seen one of those in a while, have you? That really dates this song, right? Portable DVD. But please don't tell my son that I've been multitasking, or he's sure to steal my license and my car key. So when you're driving down the road, everybody sing. So when you're driving down the road, Daddy, just sing me a song. Get where you're going alive. Keep your eyes on the road and both hands upon the wheel. Please don't play your concertina when you drive. Please don't play your concertina when you drive.
Oh my God, I love that song.
Is everybody doing this
You know,
over in Zoomland?
I have to say, there's like some stuff going on in Zoomland. I think everybody's applauding. There's Eileen Kozlov just popped in there. I see her over there. I can't talk to her yet, but I see her there. Chip Prince is there. There's a whole
Chip
bunch of
Prince!
people there.
Chip Prince is there?
Chip
Oh my
Prince is out. No,
word!
don't go there yet. You
Okay.
can't go back there until we're done with the concert, okay?
Oh, well.
Just saying.
In the meantime, hi Chip.
That's good. So let's see. I think we have another tune, do we not? We're gonna
Sadie.
do
We're gonna do.
Sadie at the Back Door.
Tell us something about that, Cindy.
Gosh, I'm just blanking out. Who's the guy who wrote
I'll tell you.
that?
I'll tell.
Why
I'll
don't you
introduce this.
just remind me who it was?
Jerry Canote.
Jerry
wrote
Canote.
this
It's a
tune.
Jerry Canote tune. He and his brother, they're twins. Okay,
And Sadie was their cat.
their cat.
And
yes.
she was at the back door. She wanted to get let in.
Constantly.
So he wrote the tune.
Right, and I have to say, so the Canote brothers, if you have not had the privilege of meeting them and playing with them, they are the most hysterical brother act. Well, one of the most hysterical brother acts I've ever met.
Not
they are
only-
just so much fun.
Not only are they brothers, they're twins.
They are. I said that. I did say
Identical
they were twins.
twins.
I did
Well,
say that. Well, I don't
close
think
to.
they're identical twins. I can easily tell the
They
difference.
look
between
like
them.
twins.
They definitely look like brothers. But anyway, they're a lot of fun to hang out and play with. So, for what it's worth.
So,
All right. So,
ready?
so let's see if we can do Sadie here. Let me get my auto harp up here. Yeah,
And
there we
remember, it's in D.
go. Oh, I think
Oh.
I knew that because it has a C chord in it. Don't forget.
Oh, I want to see a little. There. All right. Okay.
You want me to
Nope.
give you a little?
No, everything's good.
You good? You good? Okay. Here we go.
Go for it, Cindy.
Make up your mind.
play, Cindy. Come on, push it.
Nice, nice.
Let me in the back door. Yahoo! Sadie. I
That
think
was good. That was very
Sadie
nice.
is long gone, I'm afraid to say.
I'm sure she is.
Yeah, I saw those guys a couple years ago at Lady of the Lake in Idaho, northern Idaho,
Yeah.
just very close to Canada, at this lovely camp for a week, and man, I just had the best time playing tunes every day in the afternoon by the lake. We would play sea
Uh,
tunes.
oh, they
Sea
were
tunes
really
with the
into sea
Cannote brothers.
tunes.
And
Yeah, I
every
know.
time they finish a tune, you know what they do? They do this.
Because, that's how it
They're
is.
having such a good time.
It is a good time.
What's next?
I think
How
we're
about that
doing
Ed Weaver tune, Cindy?
yeah, that's the one you taught me. So this is actually kind of a great tune that Jody taught me. And it's
But I
called
got
Cluck Old Hen.
I got it from Beverly Smith.
You got it from Beverly Smith. Okay. So it actually comes from, let's see, banjo player, it was Pug Allen, and I've forgotten who the fiddler was. Who was the
Ed
fiddler?
Weaver.
Ed Weaver.
Both from the Shenandoah Valley
Right,
in Virginia,
right. So,
in the USA, on
yes,
Earth.
on Earth.
Yeah,
Still on Earth, thank
still on,
God. I don't
still
know
on
how
Earth.
much longer, but right
You know
now
that
it's still on
Shenandoah
Earth.
Valley is really the most
Oh
beautiful
my God, it
place.
really is.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
But it's a cluck old hen, and it's got this sort of chickeny feel about it, doesn't it?
Well, that's what it was funny because, well, you'll hear at the beginning, there's kind of like this little figure where you slide up from like an A to a B, for those of you who are fiddlers, you slide up from this A to the B. And Jody said to me at first when we were learning, he's like, oh, no, you don't have to play that. And the other day I said to him, Jody, there's a chicken in this tune, and it's right at the beginning there where you told me that I didn't have to do that. So I've been practicing it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you'll hear the chicken clucking at
Oh,
various places, and the B part has a lot of chicken clucking too, but it's a different kind of clucking. It's like when they go around the yard and they go, yeah, exactly. They go around the yard like that. So you can listen for that. All right.
anyway, this is not the modal tune in A.
No,
It's a
this is a
different one.
totally different tune.
It's,
It's
it's,
called Cluck Old Hen, but it's not the
it's
one
not
we
the one you
usually
know.
play.
Or
Yeah.
maybe you know it. I don't know.
Well, maybe you know this, but anyway, it's a great tune, and it does have chickens in it. So let's play the chickens, Jody. Go ahead, you kick it. my God, too fun.
Good clucking.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
tune is good clucking fun.
Oh my God, that was totally good fun.
Yeah. So now you know that Cindy and I play almost every night, and we've been working on this concert for a couple of weeks, and every time we get together, we keep on finding excellent new tunes that work for both of our instruments. So if you'd like to tip us, the tip jar is in the chat, I believe, on Zoom, and uh, uh, so go take a look at that. And if you go to that tip jar, it's PayPal. You get to find out my real name. You know,
On
which is
PayPal.
I am known on official documents as Jonas Kruskal. But
Jonas.
when
That
I
sounds
was,
so formal. Were you
doesn't
named
it?
after Salk?
Yes, I was.
Were you really? Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah, because he invented the polio
He
vaccine right
did.
the year before I was born, and my older brother Vincent, he's like 13 years older than me, and he had been read to in school. You know, every week the teacher would read another chapter of Marjorie Rawlings' book called The Yearling.
Oops, sorry
What
about that.
was that?
Just you know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Ignore that woman behind the curtain there. Anyway, so The Yearling, and the main character is a little boy whose name is Jody, and so
Aw.
it's a Southern name. So when I was born, he said his name is going to be Jody. I don't care what you say. So my parents went hunting for a name that Jody could be the nickname of. So first my name was Jody, and then they decided that it would be Jonas because my brother Vince, you know, you just can't cross him. He's too stubborn. They knew they didn't have a say in naming the new kid in the family. It was Vincent's job to do it. Anyway, that's my story. What's next?
I think I'm gonna sing a song. Should I sing a song?
Excellent, Cindy. I'll listen.
Would you like that? So, there was a moment in time when I was doing a fair amount of performing, and I'd get up on stage, and on every tune I would say, "Oh, you know, this is my absolutely favorite song," and I'd say it like on every song. And you know, I finally realized like my favorite song is the one I'm playing right now. So then, you know, I looked at my
I know what you mean.
set list when I was trying to set up my set, and I realized like so many of my favorite songs were Bill Staines songs, like too many, and like somebody said you can never have too many Bill Staines songs. But anyway, this is a Bill Staines song. This is one I haven't done for a while. It's called Crossing the Waters, and I first learned it from the dulcimer player Susan Trump. No relationship to the current president. Don't even let that cross your mind that it might have been. Anyway, I learned it from hearing her sing it. I thought it was a great song, and so I eventually learned it. So let's see what I can do with this. I'm in the key of A, by the way, in case anybody cares.
Is anybody playing along with us? You know, you
I
could.
don't know, maybe.
You can
I
play
bet Drew
along.
I bet Drew is playing along. All right.
Oh yeah.
Here
you
we
can
go.
do that.
Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. We are crossing the waters our whole lives through. We are making a passage that is straight and true. Every heart is a vessel, every dream is light, shining through the darkness of the blackest night. That's the chorus, so you can sing that. Well, there is no shallow water, and not love to keep us safely from the dangers and the perils of the deep. What with every breath within us, we search forevermore to find a peaceful harbor on that far-off shore. We are crossing the waters our whole lives through. We are making a passage that is straight and true. Every heart is a vessel, every dream is a light, shining through the darkness darkness of the blackest night. Well, for some it is a glory, for some it is a game, for some it is a story filled with emptiness and pain. But as rising winds in chorus, we search for steady ground. There is only that before us, there can be no turning around. We are crossing the waters our whole lives through. We are making a passage that is straight and true. Every heart is a vessel, every dream is a light, shining through the darkness of the blackest night. Oh, there is no other journey that'll ever be the same. No second chance horizon that'll call you by your name. So when welling waves wash o'er you and the stormy winds do drive, give your heart a song, sing it loud and long. Keep your dreams alive. We are crossing the waters our whole lives through. We are making a passage that is straight and true. Every heart is a vessel, every dream is a light, shining through the darkness of the blackest night. Do you see why that's my favorite song right now?
So inspirational.
We really need that song right now,
Yeah,
don't we? Yeah, I just realized that.
You're
It's
singing
kind of a good one.
inspirational anthems, and I'm singing about playing my concertina while I drive. The two of us make an interesting combination, Cindy. I have to say.
We definitely do, Jody, but that's why this is such a fun thing to do.
Yeah. Well,
Right?
this is our fourth concert. If you don't count Cindy's concert where she invited me to be a guest, but the one where
We'll
Drew
count that one
played.
too.
Drew, do you remember that? Cindy just turned to you and said, "I want you to play the auto harp with us." Anyway, we're not going to do that. This is different. This is a stage show. You see, we're on stage.
It is on
JamKazam.
stage.
So what's next? Don't we have a
I think
tune to play?
I think we're going to play Barrow Burn, are we not?
Yeah, Barrel Burn.
Which you told me was a Scottish tune, but I don't think it is. You told me something else,
Well,
right?
there's confusion, but I think I did a little research just yesterday, and I always thought it was a Shetland tune because
Shetland tune.
apparently it says Sharon Shannon put it on this tune called Barrow Burn on one of her albums, and she said it was a Shetland tune, but no. No, it's a modern composition published in 1988, if you can call that modern.
Holy
It's
mackerel,
not
that's
a
very
traditional.
modern.
It's not a traditional tune. It's by fiddler, band leader, and composer Addie Harper from Wick, Scotland, and it's played all over. The Northumbrian pipers love it. It sounds traditional. Barrow burn. A burn is the Scots word for a stream, and it's anyway. It's a tune that I've played at many contra dances, especially in the first dance before we really know what the caller's going to do. We haven't gotten into the swing of things where that communication and they've been teaching and they just say, just play something. This one works for every dance because it's such a good tune.
It is such a good tune, and it is good for almost every dance.
Yeah.
All right.
And how does it go?
Yum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Before you do that, Jody, we're getting a suggestion from our technical support team. We want to hear your instrument without distortion. Can you cut the gain a tiny bit?
Sure. But I was told that when I play single button it doesn't.
Yeah.
Whereas when I play chords it does.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There is a little bit of distortion. I don't hear a lot of it. So
Okay. Well, I'll cut the as long as I'm plenty loud.
you're plenty loud.
Well, there I've cut the gain.
Excellent. Yeah, it's about the same.
It's a concertina. What do you expect?
I was gonna say it's a concertina. Just play it, but not too loud.
Yeah, I'll play quiet.
Right.
Ready? Here we go.
I am ready.
I'm sorry, my mistake. Let's try that again.
I was gonna say, what key are you in?
It's in D.
Thank you.
I love this tune. Time for me to re-sing. Play, Cindy. Play.
Take the B. Last time.
Whatever you say.
It looked like you were having a little trouble there. What's going on?
I heard some distortion and I re-synced.
You resynced. Okay. All right. That's good. I don't think they're hearing it on the other end. It sounds like it's okay.
We'll
I'm not
see.
seeing any. I'm not seeing any bad news coming
We're
from
not seeing any
the land of
complaints, huh?
Zoom. So
right,
yeah,
Very
nice.
nice,
Very
says
nice.
Eugenie.
That was
Eugenie's said
good.
very
Thank
nice.
you, Eugenie, for giving us a heads up on what's really happening over there.
And she's been sending us these little GIF emoji things.
I
It's very cute.
know. We're our technical team is the best.
They
So don't
are.
forget to tip them, okay?
Yeah, that's right. I do it.
Yeah, please make
You,
sure you give them a little tip there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm sure you'll see
I'll
the link
distribute
in the
all
thing
that,
somewhere.
all those thousands of dollars
Thousands.
that we're going to get for this concert. I'm
Right.
going to distribute
Right.
it amongst
Yeah.
our technical
Definitely.
staff too.
Definitely.
So,
All right, buddy.
more,
What do you
more,
say?
more fun.
Yeah, I think Grand Picnic is
Well,
on the menu.
I have a
We should
band
have a grand picnic, right?
I have a band that's called Grand Picnic,
I
and we
know.
picked that tune because it sounds like so much fun, you know. But it's a very interesting tune. I like it a lot. It's got this really ancient, wonderful sort of Scottishy sound, but in fact it's French. And we know it from the playing of Missouri fiddler Joe Polite. And his playing comes out of the French Canadian tradition that's still, well,
So it's kind of French Canadian Cajun kind of.
no,
No?
no, no. Well, the French were in Canada, the trappers, you know, in the
Yes.
early
Yes,
settlers.
yes.
A lot of them moved down into the Ozarks and the Missouri area back when the border was much more porous, you know.
Mhm.
So that was like 300 years ago, and
Probably.
the culture remains centered in Washington County there, where the traditional fiddlers play tunes that are unknown elsewhere in the U.S. and probably aren't remembered in France or Canada either. So it's got this very Bowie style, fast, and then they play for dances, you know. The square dances there, at least until recently, were still called in French. So that's kind
Yes.
of cool. Anyway, Cindy and I learned this tune together. You know, and when you learn tunes, especially on JamKazam, it's good to play them very slowly until you get them. But then we decided that we like it slow. So this is normally a rip-roaring contra dance tune.
It's kind
Grand
of a
picnic.
reel when you play it as a
It's a
contra dance tune,
real,
but
but
we're gonna play it as a hornpipe
we're gonna
because
play that's a
yeah, it's got
hornpipe.
a lot of notes in it. So when I first started playing it, I have to say I didn't play all the notes.
So I like it played so slow that it's almost like an air,
Well,
and
let's not play it that slow.
it becomes like sad and wistful.
All right,
A,
you want to play
a
it? You want to
sad
play it a little slower?
and sad and wistful grand picnic. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
One, two, three, and. All right, everybody, wring out your handkerchiefs. Hornpipe it up.
or something like that. I'm not sure. I think we got an extra B part in there somewhere.
I said once more, and you stopped. But that's all right. I
It's
stopped with
okay.
you.
It's okay. It
I
was
trust.
good.
I trust you, Cindy.
I trust you too, Jody. We kind of have to trust each other since we're not in the same room, and it's really hard to get signals, I have to say. It's totally crazy to get signals.
Grand Picnic.
Yep, yep,
My
yep, yep,
band,
yep, yep,
contra
yep.
dance band, Grand Picnic, is still playing after 30 years of playing dances. Of course, not this time, not for 6 months. Anyway, now it's time for some Motown.
Oh, are we going to do the Motown thing?
Yeah, if you're willing,
Yes, I think I can do it. I think I
we're
can
gonna do it
do
in
it.
D. And let me just tell you a little story, because I didn't just pick this out of the air. This is a song that resonates for me as a kid. You know, I'm of a certain age, so when this came out in 1965, I heard it. And of course, everybody heard it. It was all over the radio. But not just that. As a kid, when I was, in grade school, I sang in the Chicago Children's Choir for longest time, like 11 years. After rehearsal, for this section of time, after rehearsal, a handful of the black teenagers would sing doo-wop in the stairwell, where it echoes really nicely in there, and it sends the sound right back at you. It's a great place to sing. And I was just amazed. I was marveled as they invented a cappella versions of pop songs and sang doo-wop classics, and by the Ink Spots and the Five Satins and the Temptations. So this is a 1965 Motown hit by the Four Tops, and it's called "It's the Same Old Song."
There we go.
So we're doing it on concertina and autoharp. Can you believe it? Talk about
I'm going to be the guitar,
talk
the
about
bass guitar.
you're the whole band, Cindy.
Oh, okay.
Talk about making a silk purse out of a sow's ear here. Are you ready? Here we
Give
go.
me a count.
1, 2, and da. Oh, you're sweet, like a honeybee, like a honeybee sing. With my heart in pain, all you left is our favorite song, the one we dance to all night long. We used to bring sweet memories of a tender love that used to be. Now it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. It's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. Oh, a sentimental fool am I to hear an old love song and want to cry, but the melody keeps a haunting me, reminding me how in love we used to be. I keep a hearing the part that used to touch our hearts, stay together forever, darling, breaking up never. It's the same old song, but a different meaning since you've been same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. Precious memories keep a lingering on every time I hear our favorite song. And now you've gone, left this emptiness. I only reminisce spent. We used to dance to the music, to dance to the music, make romance to the music. Now it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. It's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. Well, that was kind of silly. How self-indulgent of me.
Very, but lots of fun.
Lots of fun.
Lots of fun. Yeah.
Anybody out there in audience land, do you remember hearing that song when you were 10 years old or
Well, I
whatever?
don't know how old I was. Probably wasn't 10, but I do remember hearing it.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Maybe
good.
later than, when was it? 65, did you say?
Came out in 65.
Yeah, so I would have been like 8 years old, something like that.
Well, we had
So,
there was an innovation in my grade school. There they opened up in the lunchroom, in a corner of the lunchroom. They opened up a like a cafe with little tables, and that was like, wow. After school, you could go and buy some fries and a hamburger or something there, and it had a jukebox. And I was just
the jukebox. I remember the
it was
jukeboxes. This was on every jukebox, right?
it was an ear opener because I'd never really heard these songs. I mean, except my friends sang them in the stairwell. But man, it was so good. I fell in love with pop music. Didn't we all?
I
When we were
think we did.
teenagers?
Pop music was great. It was great. Oh well. It's
Well,
not
not
as good as
anymore.
it's never as good as it was when we were
Oh,
growing
okay.
up, right?
Yeah,
Like our
well,
parents'
that's right.
music. Yeah. Anyway,
But now we've had enough of that. Let's
I
get
think
back
so.
to the main course here, which is traditional fiddle tunes. We want to play you this three-part Irish jig.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a slide. It's that kind of a jig.
Well, that's the thing. Is it a jig? Is it a slide? Like,
Well,
we actually don't know the difference, but maybe some Irish musician out there can tell us. We're going to figure it out someday.
I think it's subtle enough that it's sort of like how you play it as much as anything else. But anyway, it's also called Behind the Haystack, and it's
Yes.
got other names too. Munster Buttermilk. Isn't that
Yes.
what we're doing next?
Yeah, I'm not even sure what Munster buttermilk means. Do you? Never mind. Let's not even go there, shall we? Let's just play it. It's in D.
Munster
It's a jig.
Buttermilk. Yeah.
Yeah, ba-da-da-da-da.
Well,
Right?
buttermilk
Yeah.
is delicious, and Munster is a place in Ireland.
Okay, so it's some delicious drink that comes from Munster. Yeah.
One, two, three.
jigs on the auto harp.
I know.
They are
Well,
so much fun.
they
So
are.
much
They're-
totally fun.
So let me just adjust my mic a little bit, and then I'll be
Yeah.
farther from the mic without being off
Well,
the screen.
yeah, no problem. No problem. Am I supposed to sing a song, or are we doing
Well,
the waltz?
we're going to do a waltz first, and then you're going to sing.
And then I'm going to sing. Okay.
We're going to sing. We're going to play Josephine's Dopvals. Josephine's. And I've played this tune for years. It's
A million
beauty.
times.
It's 10 times. But anyway, I figured out about it. It's not that hard to figure out about these tunes.
Yes. Oops, Jody, I think... Did I lose you? Jody, don't go away. Oh my gosh. Jody might have to go away for a minute because I think we lost him. Jody, don't go away. I'm going to just restart the stream, okay? Hold on just half a second. Let me see if I can get this to play. Oh, this doesn't look good. Jody, are you there? Oh my gosh. So, yeah, okay, he's definitely frozen. So he's probably going to drop out. Jody, go ahead and drop out and come back in. Why don't you, tech people, why don't you let Jody know that? So in the meantime, I'll tell you what, I was saying about that song. So I think I'm just going to do that song because, everything else seems to be working okay. Hopefully Jody will come back in a minute and we'll do Josephine's. But in the meantime, I'm just going to do my song. Switching auto harps, for those of you who aren't auto harp aficionados, my auto harps are in 2 keys mostly. So the one I've been playing most of the time is in the key of G and D. And this one is in the key of A. And they're both made by John Hollinsworth, for those of you who care about that kind of stuff. So there's a lovely singer, a lovely songwriter who has long passed, and I'm just blanking out on her name. But she wrote this great song. Oh, there goes Jody. Jody's gone. He's going to come back, I'm sure. He's left the session, but he'll be back. So Kate Wolf, that's who I'm thinking about. So this is a lovely song from Kate Wolf. Let's see what's happening here. There we go. This is a lovely song from Kate Wolf that I learned from my friend Maggie, who played it a lot at Mountain Laurel Auto Harp Gathering. So I picked it up. It's called Give Yourself to Love. So let's see if we can kind of get this back and going. Hopefully Jody will come back in. Oh, he is back there, I see. All right, but meantime, I'm going to play the song. Oops, yeah.
Cindy, I'm back, but I can't hear you.
Well, not to worry.
Hello.
Good friends all gathered round. There's something I must say. What brings us together here has blessed us all today. Love has made a circle that holds us all inside, where strangers are like family, loneliness can't hide. So give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. I've walked these mountains in the rain. I've learned to love the wind. I've been out before the sunrise to watch the day begin. I always knew I'd find you. I did not not know how, then like sunshine on a cloudy day, you stand before me now. Give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your heart to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Love is born in fire, planted like a seed. Well, love can't give you everything, but it'll give you what you need. And love comes when you're ready, love comes when you're afraid. It'll be your greatest teacher, the best friend you've made. So give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to the tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. I love that. Well, I see that Jody is back in the Zoom room, so I'm going to come back to the Zoom room too. And we will just call this an afternoon because I can see it's already 10 to 5, so we've kind of overstayed our welcome. So thank you all for coming, and I'll see you in just a moment.